Jawaballs!
Hey folks, Jawaballs here. It's been a long time. For the most part, I've been pretty much not doing very much for the hobby or in the hobby or whatever. I've been just kind of taking it easy for the last year since the big D, kind of digging out of my mess and getting myself back on my feet. And I'm just about there. I'll be doing a whole lot more gaming soon and a lot more, pretty much getting back to action. It's time. The time has come. So what I want to do is show you something that's pretty interesting. Well, first of all, let me get back to this guy in a second. First of all, here's what's on my table. You've seen this guy. This is my Broodlord from the Deathstorm box set. Zoom in a little bit. And this guy, this is my paint scheme. A paint scheme from my new Tyranid army. He was my my tester model. I went with this kind of white and black mostly because if you look at all the pictures in the Deathstorm and in the Leviathan box set for books, you see this not really white at all. They're kind of bone colored with white highlights. They're very dirty looking. So I went with this scheme. For the white, I went with basically bone. I went with Ushab teeth and Screaming Skull, then a mixture of the two, and then some white highlights. I sprayed the flesh color with bone colored army painter spray, and then I washed it with a red wash, ball red or caribou crimson. And then I painted the skin with the bone colors up to white. And then the carapace, I did it with the purples up, using the basic GW model of Nagareth purple and or Zareth or whatever, the three purples they have on the box. Nothing major there with some up to white highlights. So here he is. That's my my Broodlord. So then going back and forth, trying a couple of other color combinations for my Gene Stealers. I went with a more whitish look. I really went heavy with a white glaze. Not very fond of that guy though. And then on this one, I went more towards what I did with the Broodlord. You can see the three here. And that is leading me back to this guy, my Hive Tyrant. The only part that's really close to finish is the face part where I did the white and the lay him down. Maybe I can get a close look here. It's not going to let me get too close, is it? Well, hopefully it's high enough definition that you can see what I got going on. So this is my Hive Tyrant. He's a flying tyrant. I've actually magnetized the wings, of course. There he is. Really an awesome model. I can't wait to play him. I feel like I've kind of betrayed my Blood Angels. But hey, whatever. Whatever it takes to get myself back into it, right? So let me put him aside and bring back my big white thing that I wanted to show you to begin with. So whenever I do an army, I start from the beginning of painting the army with my display that I plan on doing. And I have gotten myself into doing these very elaborate displays with motion and sound. Like people like to put the music in there, but I always take it a step beyond that by doing motion. A couple years ago, I made like a dueling display with I had a librarian fighting a Gene Stealer, and I used like a Christmas time ice rink to have them move. Excuse me. Well, here we go again. So this thing is unassuming. Doesn't look like much. It's a Christmas time snow sledding display. And you take the little sledders. Oh. Get back together, you sledder. Let's see if we can hold together long enough. I kind of pulled him apart to see how he's made. But here we go. Let's see if it holds. Whoa, there he goes. Oh, he's broken. But you can you can see how it works. Oh, he fell off. He's off the track. But oh, there he is in there. See? But basically what happens is there's this little sledder and there's a magnet inside the sledder. The magnet grabs a hold of another magnet that's underneath this plastic sheet here, and inside there's a belt that goes around and around with little magnets, and they kind of catch the little sled and bring it around and around. So of course, here's what I've got: a little Tyranid ripper attached to a base. I put some felt on the bottom of the base with a magnet on the inside. There he goes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. See? Yeah, there he is. I love it. This is the thing that makes me happy. This is what makes me excited about the hobby. So there's actually two magnets on there. When one's running through, another one runs around. So they come around quicker and faster. So I'm going to make another ripper to go through there. And what I'm going to do with this thing is embed it in a large 24 by 24 inch display board. You know, I'm going to cover it with clay and make the Tyranid kind of the carapace covering it, and it's going to be awesome. It's just going to be a couple of rippers running through. This is what I love to do. So anyway, I hope I didn't just spoil my little surprise for my future army, because I like to unveil these things at grand tournaments and you know, where it makes the most impact. So let's see what happens. Anyway, this is my the beginnings of my new display. See, this thing doesn't move at all. It's just plastic. There's nothing moving there, but underneath there's the magnets that run and drag them across, and it works flawlessly. Oh, it makes me so happy. Anyway, I can start pulling off these things, I guess. I don't need those. They're stuck in there. So, all right, well, here I am. I'm back, working on a new Tyranid list. Just started, and it's been kind of in delay. I started this actually a year ago, but here we are. More to come.